What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the electric brand of MBE Wrestling. This week we have got some great round robin gold rush action. Over in the A block, we have got J.J. Young taking on Tommy Vice. J.J. Young looking to tie himself with Stasiak. Tommy Vice looking just to get a win in this tournament. Over in the B block, last week, Shingo Nagata with the win over Duncan Laws took that firm lead with 4 points. This week, we got Ezekiel and Duncan Laws also going to be going at it. The winner will tie himself with Shingo Nagata. And over in the C block, we have Duke Madison fully in charge over there. After last week, the Axeman and Johnny Legend's double countout to end the show. They are both sitting at 1 point. But tonight we have Primetime taking on Johnny Legend in what should be a action-packed contest for our main event. So without further ado, let's get right into it to another electric episode of MBE Electric! All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting underway here with our first contest. We have got Ezekiel taking on Duncan Lost in what I believe is some B block action. Both men looking to get a point here. Both men currently sitting at 2 points apiece. A win here would tie them with Shingo Nagata. Would probably give them a higher seed once we move into the 8-man tournament. Ezekiel maybe not having the best run this tournament. Does hold a win over Jordan King, but does hold a loss to Shingo Nagata. Let's see if he can continue his winning ways here against Duncan Lost. Speaking of the Lost Man himself, picked up a big win over Jordan King last time we saw him. Sorry, I'm getting my information wrong. Saw him lose to Shingo Nagata last time we saw him. We saw him beat Jordan King earlier in this tournament, back in week 2, I believe, of Electric. Duncan lost, though. He wants that world title, just like every man in this tournament. But Duncan lost, may want it a little more. We will find out here after tonight. Remember, we have one more week of round robin action, and then we move into the tiebreaker round. So how the tiebreaker round works is we take the top 8 men based on points from this tournament. And if you are tied in points with another man, which is more than likely going to happen, you only have 3 placement matches, you will then have to go against men who, getting tied up in my words. You're going to have to go against some men who had the same points as you. And then we will determine our seeding. So look forward to that coming up. We still got this week and next, though, of some prelim matches as Duncan lost. A few big strikes early on, not even phasing Ezekiel as Duncan lost. Just dumps him out to the floor. Yeah, gotta think Ezekiel knows better than to stay out to the floor. Got himself in trouble against Shingo Nagata. But now he is looking to take it to Duncan Lost. Both these big men just driving each other into the furniture around ringside. Referee now up to a 6 count. These two still just brawling out there. Oh, Ezekiel slamming Duncan head off that floor. Referee up to an 8. Ezekiel needs to get back in that ring. There's 9. Ezekiel firing back in. And there's the 10. Ezekiel going back to the floor, but the ref telling him to stay away. We're getting some officials out there to break them up as we hit some replays here. A big brawl around the outside. And there he is, Ezekiel, your winner, in a quick one here on Electric to open up. Ezekiel getting 2 more points now, tied with Shingo Nagata. All right, we are going to quickly move on to the next contest here. We have Primetime taking on Johnny Legend. And as always, we are sponsored by Poison by Alice Cooper. Here he comes now, Primetime. He holds a loss to Duke Madison and a win over the Axeman in this tournament. Johnny Legend has a loss to Duke Madison also and a draw to the Axeman. So it's going to be interesting to see which one of these two men comes out on top. Primetime has been nothing but special since he walked through the doors here at MBE Electric. Also like to take at this time to shout out our other brand of MBE Wrestling, MBE Fury. Find them over on their YouTube page at MBE Fury. Primetime now looking to get things underway. Currently Primetime sitting 2 points behind Duke Madison. Johnny Legend just sitting at 1 point. Johnny Legend, if he wins here, that should guarantee him at least a placement in the tournament. If not, then he may be fighting for one of those last spots. He might not even get a spot. Let's be honest. Johnny Legend did say on the record that last week it was a mistake. He let his emotions get the better of him as him and the Axeman brawled out on the floor. Johnny Legend, though, here this week to prove the haters wrong. Johnny Legend loves to soak it in, loves to get all eyes on him. Salt Johnny Legend back in week 2. Highly competitive contest against Duke Madison. Primetime also a highly competitive contest against Duke Madison. Both on losing efforts in those battles. But now we have Primetime versus Johnny Legend. Here we go. C block action. You gotta think at least second place of the C block. Primetime looking to tie Duke Madison as they quickly chain grapple around each other. Who is gonna get the better of these exchanges? Rear chin lock applied by Primetime, but Johnny Legend not giving him much time to wait as these two men reverse some holds. And Primetime now getting the better, pushing him away, but getting right back a hold with that German suplex. Oh, and there's those knees. You know Primetime loves to throw them. Both these two young men looking to make a name for themselves here at Electric. Trying to get that World Heavyweight title, and there's another Primetime knee right up the middle. So far, Primetime wearing down Johnny Legend. What does Johnny Legend, though? Maybe get a comeback. Oh, is Primetime just dumping him over that top rope? Johnny Legend getting the drop toe hold, though. Primetime leaving that leg out there. Johnny Legend grabbing a hold. Johnny Legend, a very accomplished amateur wrestler. Maybe not has the size to compete with some of the bigger boys out there. But he is here to make a name for himself. Johnny Legend now stiffly stomping down Primetime. That deadlift gut wrench suplex. He's gonna feel that in the morning is Primetime. Legend now bouncing off. Oh, hits that leg drop. Going for the pin. One. No, not even a 1 count from Johnny Legend. That's how we saw him open up the contest against Duke Madison, sorry. These two just exchanging rights. Who is gonna come on top on this one? So far, back and forth, currently in control for Johnny Legend. But we know well that that can change in a second as a knee to the midsection and then a blow to the back takes Primetime off the vertical base. Or just damaging those ribs and back. One, no, just a 1 count for Johnny Legend. Still lots of fight left in Primetime. Primetime going for that high kick, blocked by Johnny Legend. Oh, comes back with another wheel kick. Primetime now, he's calling for something. Couple just stiff right hands. And we've seen him do that. No, this time, balancing him on the top rope, brings him through for the neck breaker. And another knee from Primetime. Oh, a quick exploder suplex from Johnny Legend, bringing the momentum back into his corner. Johnny Legend now thinking that might be enough. Did he get him drug out far enough? Here it is now. One. No. 1 count from Johnny Legend. Oh, these two men spilling out to the floor now. We have been seeing a lot of countouts, a lot of draws as of late. I think the officials got to do their job. Well, actually, the officials might be doing their job too good, really. Starting to count men out. And back out to the floor. Primetime sends Johnny Legend. What does Johnny Legend have to do to get back in control in this match? You got to think a good reversal. And then maybe a nice power move out on the floor. Really wear down Primetime. As these two just battle back and forth. Referee now up to a count of 5. Famouser out on the floor. But Primetime right back up. Johnny Legend now getting Primetime back into the ring. Oh, another exploder suplex, this time into the middle of the mat. Johnny Legend now starting to feel it. He's starting to... I think he's starting to think he has the upper hand here. He's getting a little confident, getting a little cocky. As he's got Primetime now spinning him around. Oh, we've seen him do this to Duke Madison with that Legend Plex. 1, 2, Three! Primetime just not able to get out of it before the three. Johnny Legend picks up the win here tonight. A highly competitive contest. Johnny Legend moving into second spot of that C bracket. We still have the Axeman versus Duke Madison down in the C block. So Johnny Legend got to be pretty confident sitting there at that 3 points. Primetime, unfortunately, only at 2. He loves to hook that leg, bridge it into the quick. It's kind of a bridging back suplex. I just started calling it the Legendplex. I'm not 100% sure what Johnny Legend calls it, but Johnny Legend victorious here tonight. Now you gotta think Johnny Legend sending a message to the locker room, telling them he is ready. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. We have got this man. He is so far winless in this tournament. Stasiak attacked him before the bell last time we saw him into a quick defeat for poor Tommy Vice. But Tommy Vice says he is more confident, more ready. Gotta think Tommy Vice looking to get that win. Move himself up in the rankings, have 2 points. It would at least tie him with some other people with just 2 points out there. At least maybe give him a tiebreaker match to look forward to. Because currently at 0 points, Tommy Vice. He is going to be taking on this man. You saw him in the opener here last week. He went one-on-one with the Chosen One. He was victorious last week, and he is hoping to be victorious again this week. He is J.J. Young. Week by week, we see the fans maybe getting a little more and more behind this guy. He loves to try to get the crowd into it. Ever confident, ever cocky, J.J. Young. Before we get into this contest, I would like to hype up the first ever MBE Electric Special. It'll be happening in just, I believe it'll be in about 6 or 7 weeks from now. So just about 2 months. Once we get this tournament more and more through, we will see who the world champion is. More details to come on that special as our main event now getting underway. Tommy Vice coming right out with a DDT, but J.J. Young now. J.J. Young, we've seen him do that before. He gets you in that arm, it just slaps you across the back of the head. Trying to bring that emotion out from you, trying to bring a little anger. Tommy Vice now. What does Tommy Vice getting him in kind of a rear naked choke, but J.J. Young wherewithal to get to a rope. Tommy Vice has not had the best showings in this tournament. Took on the Chosen One in a losing effort week 1. Took on Stasiak in episode 3. Now looks to beat J.J. Young. Oh, as he hits him with the cutter. Tommy Vice, this is the most successful we have seen Tommy Vice. but it does not last long as J.J. Young coming back, just taking him out. Oh, with a big elbow. J.J. Young getting fired up now. Look, another slap to Tommy Vice. Oh, a face buster. J.J. Young now feeling confident. Tommy Vice has not had much of an answer for him. J.J. Young now looking for a pin. Is this enough? One. No. Barely a one count. Still a little bit of life in Tommy Vice. We saw him fire up like that last time when he went up against Stasiak. I was going to say Duke Madison, getting my blocks mixed up. We have seen a lot of action here in these last few weeks on Electric. Tommy Vice, though, last time we saw him, he fired up and got connected with that full Nelson slam that Stasiak does. But that big spinning roundhouse kick now sending J.J. Young to the apron. Oh, and Tommy Vice, just when it looks like it's getting in favor for Tommy Vice, J.J. Young bringing it back. So he's got him up once again, looking for snake eyes. J.J. Young now, is this enough? One, two, no! Tommy Vice kicking out. Come on, Tommy Vice, you can do it. Tommy Vice still looking for his first win here in MBE Electric. J.J. Young now looking maybe for a pin. Oh, he might not think this is enough. Oh, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elbows, 8, 9. Oh, baby. And here it is, number 10. Oh, and he is just laying out Tommy Vice. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. J.J. Young landing a barrage of elbows, 10 in a row to put Tommy Vice away here tonight. Tommy Vice, another disappointing showing from Tommy Vice. You got to think he's looking for more, or was looking for more, joining into this world title tournament. Goes 0-4. J.J. Young, though, 2-1 in the tournament. Yeah, he's going to have a seeding. It's just hard to say where at right now. Sitting at 4 points, though, J.J. Young is. Believe that'll tie him up with Ezekiel, so we are definitely going to see those two go at it here in tiebreaker. But from all of us here at MBE Electric, bye-bye, folks.